Thank you for having me, Lori and Lori, our Loris that we work with, and Sarah Merrick and our Deputy County Executive Ann Rooney here, who really do a lot of the work with all of our families throughout this community. Thank you for having me. And it's funny, I'll tell you a personal story, and it's timely, and it speaks to Tim's point about our little ones sometimes teach the adults something. And I was, Tuesday, this Tuesday, and I was at Our Lady of Pompeii. The tradition in politics is you go and you have spaghetti and meatballs, and I already had a great breakfast at the Dunbar Center, so I couldn't eat. I just said, and it was so good that I ate all my food at it, so I just got a couple meatballs. But my 3-year-old son was with me, and Andrew, like many of you have seen some of the recent TV ads. And as a 3-year-old, you don't understand what's being said. But he knew that his daddy was on TV, and then he knew that he was on TV, and then he also knew who my opponent was. And when he was sitting there, my opponent came in and went and sat down and got his meal, and my 3-year-old son, who had no clue, but he knew something was going on, said to me that he wanted to go see Tony and shake his hand. Think about that. And so we didn't know what had happened yet, what was going to happen. We thought we knew what was going to happen. But so I took my son over to see Tony, and he talked to Tony, and I just think that there was he said that for a reason. And it was a nice way to end a campaign cycle that was certainly too tough on both our families. So that 3-year-old has taught us a lot. And I remember when I was pitched, I have a son, Jack, who'll turn 12 later on this month, and a beautiful daughter, Madeline. And Kate and I are blessed. Kate's an educator. And I know when I was pitched this concept about investing in this area by Lori Black and Ann, I went home and was thinking about this because I had the perfect little guy to try this all out on, and they were right, and it's brilliant because it makes sense to invest in our young people now so they make good decisions and get on the right career paths and have success early in life, rather than investing in them when they're older and make poor decisions. And we are very, very happy to support in our budget $1.5 million this year for the Early Childhood Alliance. And our hope is just what happened with you and your lead initiative, is that partnerships will be built off of this investment. More funding will come, and we'll continue to expand on that. And $1.5 million, I was trying to do some quick math. For one for 7, I think that gets us about 10.5 million, already that we already saved. But it's critical. And when we talk about our PI platform, we've talked about 6 real key areas that we believe if we make progress as a community, we'll continue to see the rate of poverty in our community decrease. We'll continue to see families have better futures for their kids. And we talk about health, housing, we talk about workforce development, transportation, education, and early childhood. And that is one of our 6 pillars. We're so happy to be a partner with all of you who do such great work to promote kindergarten readiness, to make sure that child care and daycare is affordable and there's quality care being given. Again, remember, during the day, those young people, if they're sitting there and they're not doing much, their brains aren't learning and they aren't growing. And so it's critical that we have quality child care partners like we do. And so I thank you for honoring me with this Community Service Award. It's my job. I'm very happy that I'm still county executive. And it's an honor to talk about this issue in ways that people can get and really rally around. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for everything you do. I've represented this building my whole political career. And so this is a special neighborhood to me, and I love what you've done with the place. So thank you again for recognizing our work, my team's work. My team does most of the heavy lifting. I get to take credit for it. but certainly more importantly, recognizing that the Early Childhood Alliance, the team that we've built on this issue, is they are right. We need to get this community investing more in this space, and the work that's going to be done will save us all so many dollars down the road, and it will put so many more smiles on our face in between then and now. So thank you.